Welcome to the show, everyone. We're having fun in here. We're already live on Facebook, and we're going to be sharing the show afterwards for everybody to see. You know, I made it possible for everybody to talk about themselves, and I just been doing that for 13 years here, right on the radio. Go up on the website, go to networkingarizona.net, and learn how easy it is to do. It's a lot of fun. I am going to go in with my first guest, who's one of my longest running guests on my show. In fact, is my longest running guest. I have with me Doc. He's the owner of Hypnotic1. Welcome back to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about you, the people that are new people that are listening, and kind of what you do.
Well, you know what? The show is really not about me. It's about my successful clients, because I do hypnotherapy and I do a lot of other modalities. But really, what I do is take a person from where they're at to where they want to go. How they want to be successful, whether it's quit smoking, whether it's get off alcohol, whether it's get off drugs, it doesn't matter. They have been programmed to think it's very hard. And all of a sudden I reprogram them and show them how easy it is and how much fun they can have of being successful. Therapy does, and I hate to even use therapy with what I do, because therapy has a negative connotation, and what I do is a lot of fun, because everybody likes to be a winner. And when you all of a sudden say no thank you to the drugs or smoking or alcohol or whatever it might be, all of a sudden you become a winner. And you feel great about it. I just love it.
You know that feeling that you feel when you're feeling great, and you look a little bit great and you just feel good about yourself. There's nothing like it, and that is in the zone. You love that zone feeling.
And that's the zone I put people in and show them and I lead them and guide them into that zone where they feel like a winner. They walk like a winner, talk like a winner, think like a winner, take winning thoughts and put them into winning actions. Because that's what winners really do. And that's what we do at Hypnotic1. Everybody's got stress. Everybody's got problems. But do you focus on your problem, or do you focus on the solution? Most people focus on the problem. So that's where their energy
That's where their
goes,
problem is.
and that's why they keep it. So let's focus on the solution. If you're overweight, you need to change what you're eating. You change how much you're eating. You need to change what you're doing. And you'll do it, but you don't want to do it. So we get your mind to change so that you automatically want to do it. The people that are on drugs, they fear that withdrawal when they get off it, just like a smoker does. They are afraid of gaining weight, or they're afraid of getting off that, of what might happen. We all of a sudden get rid of that fear. Fear is an acronym. It's FEAR. False expectations appearing real. Your fears are real to you. And we change that perception so that all of a sudden you start having a winning attitude. You wake up in the morning feeling refreshed, ready to go, ready to challenge the day. Because most people, when they get in that funk, it's just a cloud, and who cares? They get in that. That's a couch potato. They watch the television, they watch the news, they watch all of that, and they just feel bad. So we get them out of that. All you got to do is call 602-547-0446 and get a free consultation to show you how easy it is to take you out of that negative and put you in a positive, so you'll be the mentor and the leader and the success for everybody around you.
Well, I want to talk a little bit about what it looks like to come into the office. I've been in your office. I know that you have a plethora of different their programs, their CDs on the wall. But now everybody's getting these MP3s now. But you have different programs, but you also customize each program to meet these people's needs.
Everybody that comes in and they tell me what their problem is, no, that's not their problem, that's a symptom. So we go back and find their problem, but I'll have a CD and a booklet for them to take home. They listen to it, and I'll ask them, please do not try to consciously make any changes. And just take and listen to the CD every night, and fill out some information for me, and come in the next week for about an hour and a half. They do. All of a sudden, they change how they're thinking.
Right. Most
people will either stop or cut down their smoking in half, or they're drinking, or whatever it is. I have so many people that says, that first session was so motivational that I don't want to do that things anymore. And that's it, because there's two reasons people fail anything, and it doesn't really matter what it is. First, they don't know how to succeed. So we have to educate you. And then they're not motivated enough. And it's usually people are not motivated. And when you motivate a person, they'll find out the how. And it becomes fun.
What is this up here, everybody? I'm putting to my
that thing
brain.
up here sitting on your shoulders, that's an electrochemical organic computer called your mind. You've got a virus in your mind, just like that computer on your desk. When it gets a virus in it, my gosh, it's got a mind of its own. You are not running it. It's running you. So we take that virus and get rid of it. But under hypnosis, the way I do it, it's so simple. You'll tell me under hypnosis exactly what your problem is and exactly what we need to do. And it's kind of simple. I'm not a psychologist. A person asked me the other day, and he is a psychologist. He says, how do you come up with all that? Are you a psychologist major? I says, no, I'm a hypnotherapist. I don't listen to everything and try to pigeonhole a person in a certain place. I listen to them, then all of a sudden I know what we need to do, but they will tell me what we need to do because I put them in hypnosis. And all of a sudden they'll tell me exactly when, who, and how it was put in their mind that they're going to be either a failure, overweight, or whatever it may be, or a drug addict. So let's get rid of that virus, and all of a sudden you're not trying to be successful. You're automatically there.
And you don't take anything away from him. This is another thing that makes Doc so different. The first thing he tells you is don't stop doing anything that you're doing.
I worked with a lot of drug addicts and a lot of depressed people and a lot of smokers and alcoholics in the last year because, you know, the pandemic has put everybody in this stress mode. And the thing is when they come in, I say, you know, don't change anything consciously. Just take the book home, read through it. Takes them about 25 minutes to read it, and just listen to a CD every night when you fall asleep. So it really doesn't take that much time. And all of a sudden when they come in, they've got off drugs, they've got off the cigarettes or whatever it is.
And I know for firsthand. I mean, we have so many people that you have brought in here. And not only that, the people that call and say thank you and all those things. And you know, you've been on so long, you've helped thousands of people. You've been doing this for over 30 years. People, listen up. Stop. Don't, you know, change is good. Change is really good. And I know it's scary, but change is the best thing that you can do for yourself.
Change isn't scary. You know what? So what's scary is being
not
bored.
changing. It's
not changing because you know exactly what tomorrow's going to be like. Mm-hmm. You know what? I listened to a person on the news last night, and it was so unique because he's actually put it into words what I do. Otherwise, look at... He was saying, do not look at tomorrow what you want. Look at the end of your life. Look at the end of your life on how you want people to do the eulogy for you. What you want them to say. And you know what? Then live up to it. What is it going to take you to make that happen?
The first thing you do is you give them a call and you leave a message.
What's that number?
602-547-0446. You can go up on his website. It's hypnotic1.com.
And you get that free 1-hour consultation. And if you ask for that CD or the MP3 player, you don't even have to sign up. You just get it and you go home. But you'll come back and you'll go, I'm ready.
And you know what everybody says? Why didn't I do it sooner? There isn't anyone that does it. Let's change our lives. Let's make a change. And we've all been in a funk for so long. And it feels like, you know, from 2020 to 2021, a lot of people are saying, well, it's kind of still creeping on. No way. Let's make that change right now. Give him a call, leave a message, and he'll call you back and tell you exactly how he can help you. It's 602-547-0446. We're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on going. We're live on Facebook. So, okay. So tell me a little bit about you in terms of when, for instance, you know, you work with so many different things, right? A lot of people, you say alcohol, weight, smoking, drugs, but some things that are different.
Health, wealth, and happiness. Everybody seeks that out. So that's why they work. That's why they do everything. Everything a human being does, just like an animal, is to take them away from pain or discomfort toward pleasure. Everything you do. You don't eat to feel bad, you eat to feel good. You go to church to feel good. You go to a seminar to feel good. You go to learn just so you feel good. So the thing is why doesn't everybody feel good? Because they talk themselves out of it. And that's the thing is they're afraid of change. But change is fantastic. It's great. It's like will you always win? No.
And one thing that you say before, you said before anyway, is that people that change, before you changed, you had to what? There's something that you say before you change, people do something.
You have to see what you want. Otherwise, what do I want? And why do I want it? And what am I going to have to do to get it? And if somebody else can do it, I can too. It's simple. I'm a map builder. I build a map to take a person from where they're at to where they want to go. It's just simple. You got detours, you got potholes, you got turns, you got ups and downs, but how to get over it. People would not be a winner or successful if they didn't have a challenge. So the more challenges you have, actually, the more successful you feel. And once you start overcoming the challenges, you can now overcome greater challenges and greater ones. And the greater the intensity of the challenge, the greater intensity of the pleasures.
Well, we're going to come back and talk further about that right now, okay?
Cool. Why do people listen to you?
What's that?
Why do people listen to you?
Because they like it. They have fun.
Because they like it, they learn things, they find people on your program that helps them health, wealth, and happiness.
It's all about, we're going to talk about that in just a minute.
It's a great day. I got rid of my job.
What's that?
I got rid of my job.
Oh, wait, a long time ago. Like what, 30 years ago?
I got rid of my job. I got fired. I got fired.
So welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Doc, the owner of Hypnotic1. And you know, we've been talking a little bit at the break to people on Facebook, a little bit about change and how good it really is, and what you really need to know before you even do change. Doc has been doing this for over 30 years. He has a 98% success rate. This is a customized program to meet your needs. I'm going to say something that I used to say a long time ago on somebody else, but I'm going to say it to you. If you've ever heard him before and you've never called, give him a call. You know why? Because a lot of people procrastinate. We know that. But when you call and you pick up that phone and you make that phone call and you have that conversation with him, you're going to feel great.
How many times have everybody out there, oh, I don't think I want to do that. But somebody talks you into it, and then all of a sudden you say, God, I'm really glad I did that.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is I have so many clients, when they come in, a week later, they'll say, why didn't I do this years ago?
Right.
But like I told you in the break, I fired myself. I don't have a job anymore. I've got a mission. I've got a mission this year to get more people successful than ever before. That's my mission. I'm not going to let anybody fail. The only way you can fail, stay home, do it your way, and we know that way doesn't work. So you're going to come in. I'm going to work with you. I'm going to custom build a program for you, because everybody is a individual. They think different. They look at things different, and we're going to get them to change some things so that all of a sudden they feel like a winner. How many people out there sitting on a couch watching Andy Griffin from 20 years ago feels like a winner? You know, you're sitting there, you're vegetating. People don't feel like a winner because they haven't accepted challenge and they haven't won and moved forward. And you don't have to win every time. Just like an athlete doesn't win every time. But he keeps going, and he gets better and better. And the thing is, it's a challenge, and those athletes love it. They love the cheer. They love the challenge. If you won every time, that would be boring too.
But you know what? Here's the thing. When you make the decision to do something that you want to do, when you actually get out of the boat to walk on that water, which is what you got to do, You make that phone call. Doc, I love the way you work with your clients. I've listened to you talk to them on the phone and things like that. And I love talking to Doc. He is so helpful to his clients, and how he works with you is so different than anyone else. Just call and leave him a message. Tell him what's going on. He'll call you back. He'll tell you how he can help you. 602-547-0446.
Because I become your coach, your trainer, and your teammate. I don't let people fail. Then all of a sudden, after you're doing it for a few days or a few weeks, all of a sudden I now turn it over to you. You become your own coach and trainer. Instead of having that negative, oh, I can't. Oh, what if I fail? Oh, that. We get rid of that. And all of a sudden, you just go full steam forward. And you can't fail if you're always moving forward.
Tell them what you mean by a lifetime warranty.
A lot of people come in, they get successful, and they're excited, and they move on, and all of a sudden something comes up, 6 months in their life or a year, something comes up, throws them off balance or whatever it is, and they start to feel themselves sliding back into something. All of a sudden they call me and they say, Doc, I need a tune-up. I'm starting to do something stupid again, or I'm thinking about it. How much is it going to cost me this time? It's free. Get back in here. How many therapists, doctors, attorneys, professionals will give you a lifetime warranty on what they do?
No.
Zero. I haven't heard of any of it.
Right.
My clients seem to like it.
Absolutely. And here's the thing. One time we had somebody that called you back after, I don't know, maybe 10 years or so. I don't remember. And his CD ran out. It was like worn out.
Yeah,
he loved it. He wore it out. And he said, Doc, I need to come in. Come on in here. What do you need? And you thought you had to help him, and he just needed that.
Yeah, and I love it. I love my past clients coming in. You know what? Just call me up, come in. And sometimes you just need to sit and talk and get something changed out. But I'll always have a program. If I need to make a special program for a person, I will do that and give them a specialized CD just for them. So the thing is, every program that I do in the office is customized for the person.
I think that's what's so neat about it too.
It really is, because there's no two people alike. There's no two smokers alike, because they have different reasons they smoke, and they have different reasons they want to stop, and they got all kinds of different things in their life. Smoking's not the problem anyway. That's a symptom. We go find out what the real problem is, get rid of the problem, the symptoms disappear, but we make them feel good.
And then, you know what? They love it. They absolutely love it. I have a client that came on that was listening to you. We've talked about it before, but I have to say it because it's so apropos. And she was just listening to it before she was coming on. And just before you left, she leaned over and she said, hey, Doc, can I get your card? Right? She had been smoking for like 40 years. I mean, like 40 some odd years, 4 packs a day, whatever it was. It was unbelievable. And she called me crying. She called me crying, and she said, Carol, thank you, because Doc helped me. And it was like within 2 days. It was something very short. Yeah, we've even had doctors call me, email me, I've heard Doc on the phone, I need him. So even doctors utilize your service to help them help their clients.
I've had a lot of cardiologists ask their clients how they quit smoking, because all of a sudden they start getting healthier. And I said, well, I see this Doc guy. And I've had them call me up, and now I'm not a medical doctor. Let's get that straight right now. But the thing is, they call me up and they says, "What do you do?" And I says, "I help people become successful, healthy, wealthy, and wise."
And you know, and it works too.
Oh, it works, because your mind. See, your mind is. They ought to teach us in school, but they don't. But your mind will take and give you a direction of what you're going to do in life. And the thing is you might overcome it for a while, but if you don't change your mindset, you always want to go back and be that person you've trained to be. If somebody tells you that you're stupid when you're young, you will live up to that, and you'll do stupid things. There's a group out there that does something very bad. I won't name the group, but the thing is, they have them stand up and they tell how bad they are, and they have no control over it. Wow, why would you do that? If you had a 4-year-old, imagine they stole something. Would you make that child stand up every day and say, I'm a thief? No. you have that child take it back and give it back and say, I'm sorry. And you have that child stand up every day and say, you know what, I'm a much better person now. I'm honest. Yeah, it's common sense to me. All my programs are based A, on common sense, B, on good health, and C, on reprogramming this thing up here, that electrochemical organic computer, so that it works for you instead of against you. Some people are afraid of success. Some people are afraid of failure. It stops them. I had one of my employees years ago, I tripled his wage. Had to fire him 3 weeks later because he messed up so bad. And I saw him 2 or 3 months later, and I says, what happened to you? He says, Doc, every time I've had that kind of money, I got in trouble because it was above his thinking what he was worth. So the people out there listening, what are you worth? Are you living up to your expectations of what you're worth? And it's just not money. Are you a good communicator? If you can't communicate with yourself, how would you ever think about communicating with your spouse or your kids or anyone else? And that's a key thing, is communication. Communicate with yourself. Tell yourself what you do want instead of what you don't want. So the thing is if you tell yourself, don't think about that red ball, what are you thinking about?
That red ball.
Yeah. So let's start telling ourselves, you know what? We are very successful, and that means different things to different people. But I'm on this mission this year, and I've been on it, but now I'm 100% going for it. And the thing is everybody that comes in is going to be successful. Everybody.
He won't let you fail. That's what he's all about. He is different. He is not like your other people that you've ever met before. We've talked a little bit about that before. I'm going to let you do that. But what I want you to do, whether you've heard him before, whether you've waited to call him now. If you've never heard him, at least have that conversation, whether it's about you or someone that you know. His phone number is 602-547-0446.
Imagine if you're sitting there, you're listening. Imagine if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you want? And be specific at it. And then ask yourself, why don't you get it? And you'll probably talk yourself out of, oh, I don't know how to. Oh, I just don't have the money. I don't have this. I don't have that. Well, we get rid of all those excuses because I'm not going to let anybody out there fail.
He never does. And you know what? These are customized programs to meet your needs. It's a lifetime warranty. It just makes sense. Certain things just make sense. It makes sense to give him a call, find out exactly what he can do for you. Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone that you know. He has a 98% success rate. He's going to give you a free 1-hour consultation and find out what true hypnotherapy is.
Never wait for success. Take control of it, and never wait and you're laying on your deathbed going, I wish I had him. Do it now.
602-547-0446. Call him now.